So I watched the Vaush Jackson Hinkle debate, and one of the things that struck me was that Jackson Hinkle knew nothing, but he was very, very confident about his knowledge. And in this video, I'm just going to point out that he knows nothing about helicopters, how they fly, how flying low is actually safer. So I'll let you see what he has to say.
So, with that being said, what about the numerous witness reports of the helicopter? The Syrian government was the only agency that had any control of the airspace over Douma. The Syrian rebel forces just didn't. I haven't found any evidence that they had a functioning air force in that region. So, what about all the witnesses who spoke not only to the OPCW claiming this, but also to journalistic organizations that showed up before the OPCW could?
What regarding what?
The existence of the helicopter, the two helicopters that flew in the air over Douma, the two helicopters that were found to have deported from the Douma Air Base just 15 minutes before they arrived at that location in Douma. And
Sure.
the fact, I mean, we could also rope in the fact that the damage done to the two buildings that had the cylinders dropped in them were consistent with damage done by very heavy cylinders being dropped from a couple hundred meters.
So a few things on that. First of all, the OPCW investigators found tons of inconsistencies in the testimonies of the people on scene who you allege to be witnesses of these helicopters, these two Russian helicopters. But what I will say is it's possible that there were helicopters. Listen, please listen. Just let me finish. There is a possibility that there were helicopters. I don't know their flight routes on that given day, but what I will say is that it is highly unlikely that you had two helicopters flying that close to the ground in an area that was controlled by Jaish al-Islam, which is a Saudi-backed extremist militia group that had advanced artillery access that could have easily, shot those two helicopters out of the sky. It makes no sense that they would have done that.
So that's the claim, that it doesn't make sense to fly low. Of course, that's absurd, Seems like anybody who's seen Dr. Strangelove, read, No Easy Day by Marco and whatever, would know better. So here's a little diagram. Imagine there's someone here with a gun, Stinger missile, anti-aircraft thing. If you're a helicopter and you're flying really low, most of the time you're out of harm's way. You're only in harm's way up here. But if you're flying high, as you can see, you're in harm's way most of the time, And it just blows my mind that someone can be that confident and that uninformed. I can't explain that. Anyway, to conclude the video, as you can see, there's Jackson Hinkle looking really, really cocky, just thinking he won the whole thing. And it's also amazing how many people on the internet think he won. The only reason, is Vaush rage quit. But, the Dunning-Kruger is strong with this guy. I don't know if it's him or guys like Aaron Mate are giving him bad information. But, he needs to be a little more analytical. So anyway, thank you. Have a nice day.